Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Hermitcraft. And at the beginning here, just going to get you to look below me, look at the glass. Look at where the glass meets the lava. It's a little bit funky. Now it's normal, now it's not. What's up with that, eh? Optifine, you're ruining my Nether Hub, I tell ya. Oh. As you might be... Oh, it's gone away and then it comes back. Yep. As you might be aware, I've been ill recently, and I can tell you I'm 100% better now, but the throat is still a little bit croaky, so I might sound a little bit off, but I am absolutely fine, and thank you for all the well wishes on the previous episodes as well. Recently here on Hermitcraft, we have been working on our Nether Tunnels. I did not mean to do that. Off you go, minecart. I guess I'll rescue you later. This one over here, the tunnel to the witch farm, has been completed. Our tunnel to the Ender Farm and the mining desert is pretty close to being done. We've got a little foyer area here, but I want to remind you on the build theme here, we've taken the same design and replaced the materials. And what I want to do today is finish all of our Nether tunnels so we can say, hey, the Nether project is done for now, because, I don't know, it might get expanded in the future, but hopefully not. And then we have this tunnel over here, so that is the way that we get to the Nether Hub, and this actually leads us to Impulse's area, which is why we have player heads here on the side. And I've been busy, and I need to pick these up and take them with me, actually. I've been busy building a tunnel that goes between my area and Impulse's, so we're going to have our own personal little Nether tunnel. I just said Nether tunnel, and then I just said the word I was trying to originally say. I said Neville Tunnel, okay? Speaking is hard for a zoomer lately because of my poor old croaky throat. Leave me alone. So here at the entrance we've got a little bit of tidying up to do just to combine all of this to there. And then this short little journey will take us down to Impulses. Now this is designed for boats to go on, so the boats can zip fast over the ice. And I forgot to bring one with me. I did actually want to show you that. And then we take a little turn on the corner here, and this leads us to Impulse's Nether portal. Now he's built two different entrances. There's one that goes to the main Nether Hub, and there's one that goes to this Nether Fortress and old Nether Hub area. So we're going to sort of follow what he's done here and just connect it up to his path. So I'm going to rip that out in a moment and sort all of that out. But this entrance is lovely, man. I think he did a really cool job on this. It's a very nice design, and it leads us to the top here. So this is the portal to Impulse's base, and then over here is his Nether tunnel to get to the main Nether Hub. Here it is, the wonderful, the glorious Atlantis city above the ocean. Oh my goodness me, this is a fantastic build. Let's try and fly under it here. I was trying to get to this from the Nether, and wow, that is really cool there in the middle. His Nether portals don't link up. They both go to the bottom one. There's one on the top of the Nether, and there's one right where we were last recording, and neither of them hooked up to this one, which was kind of strange. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to hook up to that one. But I've seen Impulse's videos, and watching some of this build unfold has been pretty spectacular. It's been a while since I've seen it in first person, you know. Wow, look at that crazy storage system right there. And what's going on these sides? I don't actually know what these are for. I've just seen him building them. I should probably stop being so nosy. There might be spoilers over here, you know. This looks like a storage for different types of books. Flame, fire aspect. Am I going to right click on the bookshelf and there's actually going to be a minecart in there? Oh no, there's buttons, right. So somewhere here they probably the books get ejected, right, or something. Yeah, there's a bunch of redstone. Droppers at the bottom. I think I see what's going on, Impulse. But anyway, I won't stick around for too long. I don't want to spoil too much. This is just an amazing build. So let's check out something else that someone else has built. I've only seen it from a distance so far. And as we get closer in, I've got to say, whoa, that looks special. Okay, hang on, let's land. That is very, very nice. Oh my goodness me, nether warts. We need to put those in this swamp. That's such a great idea. And now I've brilliantly fallen down to here. Do I have ender pearls? 2 left. Need to restock. Oh man, Wells has done a great job on this. Look at that. That is something. That is going to fit in so well. When we have more of these trees on this side and it's slightly hidden, you're going to come around the corner, you're going to get an inkling of something going on, and then there's this crazy witch hut with vines, bushes, nether warts. That was a great shout. And that is so cool. And there is a door over here on this side, awesome. And then inside just a torch, which is unnecessary in this biome actually, now that I think about it. Nothing will spawn in here, so it can be dark and spooky. But we are left with some interiors to decorate here. And I love the way that the walls are open and there's gaps in the ceiling. That's really cool. That goes into the spooky theme really well, I think. It's a very run-down house. And Wells has done a fantastic job. We must be sure to leave him some sort of thank you thing over at his shop, you know. Good customer service and all of that. That's an awesome little project right there. Oh man, I'm just so stoked because now I'm very motivated to finish the last of this, right? We've got to build more trees in this area over here, around this side of the path, and then probably throw in some nether warts around the place as well, and that'll be another biome done. But that's not what we're working on today. As you know, we are going to be working in the nether, but there is one more thing that I want to show you first. So when I was investigating the portals at Impulse's base, I saw this, 2 blocks with a book attached to an item frame, and I thought nothing of it. But now that I've seen one here, I'm guessing that every hermit has one of these in their base. Let's have a little read. Greetings, non-convex hermits. Today, the Convex are pleased to announce the grand opening of the Convex Cathedral. Please be sure to make a peace offering to the Convex there. This is for your safety. While there, feel free to visit your own newly dug graves. Now that sounds a little bit threatening. Also, be sure to receive your blessings from our High Priest, Mr. Wooloo. That sounds dangerous as well. And curses and madness be upon you always. Mwahahaha. I believe the Convex is Scar and Cubfan, who have been going around the server pranking people. I ain't been pranked yet. Just saying, just putting it out there. Does this mean we can join them? What does this mean? We're going to investigate that later on in the episode. For now, though, I'm actually going to jump back into the Nether. We're going to finish that tunnel to Impulses. Right, so on this side here, the entrance has been tidied up. It's very plain and simple. But it's uniform, you know, this little U shape up against the obsidian here, the same as every other side. So this is a bring your own boat system. And you can see we whiz on down to the end, turn the corner, and voila, we're here in seconds. Brilliant stuff. Then over here, what I've done is where you would have had the obsidian for the portal on the other side, I've let the nether fortress just be in this 2 wide strip, and then we transition over to Impulse's style, which happens to use the same clay, but the floor is made of these slabs and these stairs, and then there's carpets over the side there, and that actually means that all of that is spawn proof, although this at the bottom would be 1 block higher up. I think I'll change. Actually, no, it's going to look weird if I raise that by half a block. Anyway, what does it matter? We're probably going to use this once in a blue moon when I want to go and check out Atlantis again. So we are left with 1 tunnel, and I've spent some time figuring out the design for it. This is what we're going to go with, okay? I think the bone block looks great next to nether brick, and nether brick is a nice and accessible material at the moment because we got the massive smeltery back at our base, and as I've been digging these tunnels, I've been getting tons of netherrack, so that's going to sort that problem out. And it's the same design. We've got the redstone lamp in the ceiling with dark grey wool, and when we go around the corner, I realised that we've run into a little bit of a problem here. We've got to open all of this up, but then it is going to go up. That's what I forgot about. The height changes. It doesn't really do that at Impulses or the Witch Hut or even the other ones, does it? We've got to go up quite a ways here, and that's going to provide quite a challenge for us. Something I'm hoping that we can overcome with some redstone. So I think we need to put on our thinking cap, hop into a test world, and see if we can find a way to make boats go upwards. And I think I know how to do this. On my left, we have the building blocks for the tunnel. On my right, we have the redstone components to make this possible. And we're going to skip the painstaking trial and error. I've already sussed out how it is that we're going to achieve this, but I want to walk you through the process of figuring all of this out. So the problem is we're going to come along in here in a boat, and a boat can't jump and make its way up here. So the first and probably most obvious idea was that when the boat is on this block, we're going to push the block upwards with the boat so it can make its way across to the next bit. And so the obvious way to do that would be with a tripwire, because if you put down a pressure plate or something like that, it's going to pop off when the block moves. So we can put the string going like this and the tripwire hooks on either side, and you may be slightly concerned because if we show the hitbox of the boat, you'll see that the iron bars over here don't actually contain the boat, and I think that's just going to end up requiring the player to be you know, in control of the boat when they use this. If it were to go across like that, it would keep the boat contained inside of that area, but unfortunately that means we won't be able to have this tripwire hook going across here. So now when the player is here, we can activate a redstone signal. So what I'm going to do next is just turn off the hitbox thing. Going to grab the sticky piston and put it underneath each of these ice blocks. So the sticky pistons are in place, and unfortunately wiring this up with redstone itself turned out to be pretty tricky. You keep running into this problem where your redstone will inadvertently power something to the side of it. Now a big problem with this is that these are stair blocks, and the reason they're stair blocks is to allow the boat to move over the ice at full speed. And it could just be that I might change my mind and turn that into a regular block. I'll have to do some testing. But because of that, I ended up avoiding doing something like this. Where are we here? We want to put a comparator there, because when you go and you power this tripwire hook, you inadvertently power this block as well, so you activate two pistons at once, which means two blocks extended and the boat can't go any further. These need to activate one at a time. Now you could point out that I could do this with the redstone, and I tried that before and I ran into some problems. Can't remember exactly what, but I think what I might do is stick to the simpler design and actually change the stair blocks. Now that I've sort of said it out loud, it kind of sounds like a good idea, right? But let's pretend for a moment that we can't do that. This is the solution that I came up with. So these blocks right here are the ones that we've now got to try and power. And again, with the whole diagonal thing going on here, if we were to add a sticky piston below like this to move a signal down here, because a cauldron and then a comparator there, lovely and compact, simple solution, right? Well, that again is inadvertently going to power the piston alongside it. So eventually the solution that I found was to do this, to use quasi-connectivity. So when we power this block here, we bud power this one, which means when it receives an update, it will extend. And of course, this one will extend because it's directly next to the block. It provides an update to that one, and it allows us to move the cauldron down to that position. Obviously, it would be full of water, and then a couple of comparators like that, and you will get the signal to the right place without passing on the redstone to anywhere else. So let's actually just build this all the way up and then give it a quick test. Okay, all of that's in place. And I believe that means we can give it a test. So the first one will actually activate when I get inside of the boat, or we could break it and just put it back here. So on we go, we get pushed up, and now I'm just going to hold down forward. And we made it to the top, except apparently not this one. Now why didn't that activate? Oh, I never put the comparators in place. What a silly goose. Okay, there we go. So pop back into the boat, up we go, and over here we are. Now if we go back, you'll see that if we go straight like this, there's a good chance that we can end up on the side here. I think when it comes to coming back, it's just going to take a little bit of player discipline to slow down and then to time where they go, you know. They also might hit their head on the ceiling as well. But we've tried that. That's the one that I know works, and it's going to require 2 sticky pistons and a cauldron plus 2 comparators for every single time that we go up by a single block. And I believe my tunnel goes up by like 20 blocks. So perhaps we can revisit the idea of changing this right here to a full block and using a little less redstone. So the stairs don't look as nice without those stair blocks on the sides, and when we go here we activate 2 at once. When I was looking at the redstone earlier and I was remembering the problem, I was seeing it like this, that dust would point into that block, but of course this block is going to power the redstone alongside it, and then when we end up with 2 of them being powered at once, which is why we need to use a different sort of circuit. Another problem as well is that that block down there wasn't actually the one that points into the piston, as you can see. So again, using quasi-connectivity, we bud power that one and we give it an update from this piston that is being directly powered. But all of that is kind of irrelevant now, and I've kind of got the inkling to experiment with this a little bit more, but I think I'm just going to stick to what I originally came up with, which is the one using the sticky pistons. So I've just got done doing some resource gathering and some crafting, ignoring the contents of this thing. I want to keep this thing nice and stocked up. So since I needed to craft some stuff, I might as well have crafted it all. So the height of the stairs is about 28 blocks in total. So I sort of, in my mind, rounded that up to 32, just so we have some things left over. And so that should be enough buckets to fill up all of the cauldrons. Now we're going to need double the amount of pistons, which is a whole stack. And I accidentally made 2 stacks. Then we've got our stack of comparators, because we need 2 of those for each. We need 2 tripwire hooks and half the amount for string, and I am really now down to the last bit of string. So a string farm is on the agenda, but with all of those supplies prepared, we should now be good to go ahead and start building this thing. I've made 2 resource miscalculations here. One of them is sticky pistons. I actually needed a stack and a half, so the fact that I made 2 is fine. The other mistake though is string. I actually need a stack and a half, and I think that is literally going to rob me of every little bit of string that I've got. I also thought I found a way to compact this. If I go down below and we look at this and you think, oh wait a second, you could just put a block there. Well, it turns out that that causes a bit of a problem. If I go over here and up, oh yeah, there's no string. I took the string apart because I figured while I'm working on this area up above, lava could come down and break it all, which would be really bad considering how little of it I have. Yeah, that's right, the block stays there because of this old bug. So the block being there means the comparator doesn't get an update. So we do, in fact, have to use 2 comparators in that situation. And then this is my design for this area here. I've decided to extend this bit out by 4 blocks, so really big open roof for the boat coming back down. And look at that, that's a lot of space for a roof right there. It looks seriously cool, and let's ride down it together for the first time. So we're obviously going to go over to the side. Whoa! That's pretty cool. That's pretty impressive. We managed to stay in the middle as well. Now, a moment ago, what I did is I just rode up this thing, and I had to laugh at myself here. Okay, you're going to laugh as well. Are you with me? Let's try and at least go straight forward. Bam, so we're going fast. And, yeah, now I'm getting caught on the iron trapdoors. Right, and I really need to change this view, don't I? There we go. That should stop going inside my head. This is a little bit ridiculous and silly. Wouldn't you agree? Let's go out of that F5 mode. Hi. It's kind of hard to stay in the middle. When you do, you go forward a little bit faster, but the whole going up process is kind of slow. Makes me think I should have gone with something else. But hey, it was a fun project and we made it work, and actually going back down the other way is even more convenient. Now, when it comes to this intersection, there are some signs here, Wither Farm, and then in this direction, Assume Impulse, Witch Farm, End Portal, and Sand Mine, all of those things. And then here I haven't finished the tunnel because I decided actually I think I want to come up with a different colour scheme for this part. Something darker that matches this part of the Nether Hub over here. So I'm going to do that in between episodes, and at the beginning of the next episode we'll have another, you know, hey, check out this Nether Portal because... Nether Portal? Nether Tunnel. Because, yeah, got lots of resource gathering to do and all of that. It's going to take a fair bit of time. So anyway, when you come forward down here, you're going to whack yourself into that, and then this is going to become nice and readable. So then you go, oh, I need to go this way. And then you turn to the side, you go down here, and you go, whoa, what's going on? I'm smacking my head in the ceiling. Where am I? Where am I? Panic. Oh, okay, I'm down here. That's pretty much the experience. And look, we get to our hub in no time at all. I think we spent enough time in the Nether for this episode, peeps. If you remember earlier on, we were visited by the Convex, who left a book about visiting their cathedral and leaving them some sort of offering, which sounded like there might be a graveyard somewhere around here. There is a little path to the side. Okay, I think we found the graveyard right there, but we should go into the cathedral first of all. And it was literally just the other day, I was hanging out with Wells, I wasn't recording, and I was checking out this cathedral, and I was so amazed by it, but I'm really surprised to see it's been converted to the Convex Cathedral now. You can see the sign of the Convex on the outside. And, oh, fireworks. This place, did it have trees in it last time I was here? I don't think so. Join the Convex today. Place your application here. What? Just... That was kind of cheeky. Jeez. Trying to set me on fire. I'm not sure if I want to join now. Yeah, these trees, I don't think they were here last time. This looks kind of new. Vex Offering table. Oh, so other people have left. Why am I jumping up and down? Okay, it stopped. What kind of voodoo magic is going on in this place? Right. Oh, interesting. Oh, that is not a lot. And that's just... oh, well, I brought some real offerings with me and some false offerings as well. Vex Offering table. Huh. Are these from the other hermits? Thanks for the RS. What? Or are these things just left behind by the Convex? I'm not sure. Let me show you my offerings, peeps. We're gonna do a vote. We're gonna do a poll. You are gonna choose what we are gonna offer in the next episode of Hermitcraft. Okay, I've got like a nice and naughty box over here. So we could antagonize the Convex with. Okay, I opened the wrong one first. With this right here, useless, utter junk. That's almost like an insult. Or we could please the Convex with this over here. Diamonds, bat heads, enderman heads, a witch head, a record collection, a complete record collection, 2 nether stars, and a notch golden apple. That is some serious generosity right there. But I can't make up my mind. Do we like the Convex? Do we not? I think you're going to have to vote in the poll and help me decide. Then we'll come back here and we'll leave them an offering for sure. But for today, we're just going to head over here, say hello to Mr. Wooloo. How you doing? How's it going, buddy? Why are you standing in the middle? I kind of don't want to... Oh, are you in a minecart? Right. So if I stand on here, and you got a thing inside your head so you won't see me. Gotcha. Gotcha. I thought he might be aggressive, you know. Wow, this is the altar of the Convex right here. Look at this. Well, this place is kind of, you know, a little bit on the spooky side, isn't it? Here lies vintage beef. Here lies Zedaf. Here lies Stress Monster of the 101. Here lies Mumbo of the Jumbo. Joe of the Hills. And Full Set. Why am I talking like this? Tango. Where am I? I want to know where I am. The Aluminium Alliance. The OHO. The NHO. The Revolution. Are these the people that have been pranked? Beef was pranked? Yeah, I remember. Oh, that was a brilliant one. I can't remember what Zedaf's prank was. I remember Stress's monster was the UFO. The Giant Guardian was Mumbo, which we took down. I'm not sure what Joe Hills' prank was. False's was very recent. It was the Mycelium invasion. And Tango's was, of course, yes, the giant ice thing to do with Frozen. Oh, so it's the graves of those that have been pranked so far. I see. We ain't been pranked yet, peeps. So I guess these boxes might decide our fate. Yeah, do we get pranked or do we become allies of the Convex? I'm leaving it up to you, peeps. That's going to be it from me this episode of Hermitcraft. I do very much hope that you have enjoyed it, and if you have, leave a like on the episode. As always, thank you for the wonderful support. Jeez, that was... There we go. We did it. We took off. That's it from me. I'm heading back to my little island. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.